All right, guys, this next one is like my favorite. I really do like it a lot. It's super simple too, which makes it even more awesome. Now, to start, we're going to take and die cut, stamp and die cut our sailboat in some black ink. So I'm just gonna stamp this with some black memento on here, and I'll die cut that in a minute. I'm gonna set that aside, and next up, I need to create this really cool background. So to do that, I took a scrap piece of Whisper White. You can see it's total scrap piece. And I punched the 2¼ inch circle punch out of this. Okay, now you can see I added a post-it, and that was because the 2¼ inch only goes in so far, but I wanted to block this off so I didn't accidentally sponge, outside of my mask. Okay, so I'm going to take my piece of Whisper White and just kind of position this up here, wherever you want. And I'm going to set it down. You can tack this down with like washi tape or whatever if you need to keep it in place, but I'm going to just let it go. Okay, now I'm going to do a couple of brushes. Now, if you don't have these brushes, you can use sponges, but I'm using these makeup brushes that I got on Amazon. They are very inexpensive. Walmart carries them as well. They're just called oval makeup brushes, and I really like them. The ones that have kind of the rose gold or copper handles are nice because I think they're kind of sturdy, but honestly, any of them work, and they're very inexpensive. Okay. So I'm going to start with, and the easiest way to change colors on these is to just kind of go like this until you're done. So I'm going to start with some So Saffron ink. And whenever you use these, I like to go in a circular motion. So I'm going to pick up the ink. I'm not pushing on here. I'm just kind of picking up some ink on my ink pad. And then I'm going to get rid of the first layer of ink because sometimes it's a little dark. Okay. Then I'm just actually, I'm backtracking. Sorry. I want to do my Coastal Cabana first. I'm so sorry about that. Okay, so here's my brush for Coastal Cabana. Getting rid of that first layer of ink, and I'm just going to go back and forth. I realize I just told you to go in a circular motion, but we're creating the kind of ocean. I got a little bit more ink on there to darken it up, and that looks good. Okay, so there is my water. Now I'm going to go over the top in kind of a circular motion, and I'm sort of staying away from the ocean so that it is kind of yellow up top and blue down, and we don't really get much of a green zone. We don't want that. All right, now I have this smaller one, and I'm going to take some Grapefruit Grove ink, and I'm just going to pick a little bit of this up. Now, because it's a smaller brush, I kind of pick up a little bit less, and again, get rid of it because look at how dark that is. And I just want to kind of go up top. Now here I don't care too much if it's not perfect because then it's going to look a little more like clouds. But I just added some, and I want to make sure there's still yellow on there. Okay, now here's the big reveal. Look at that. Look at how awesome that is, you guys. So I think there's a lot of ways you can use this technique. And your stamping, I really like this though. Okay, now I'm going to go die cut my sailboat and we'll put the card together. Okay, so here is my sailboat. I'm going to take and add a little bit of my Calypso Coral ink to the bottom, just like that, just to give it just a little color. That's all. Okay, and then of course we're going to pop this up on top. And I'm just going to set it right there. Okay, next I'll take my sentiment. I think this time I'm going to use Congrats, and we'll stamp that right here, kind of on the water line. And then I'll also take my seagulls and stamp them right up here, like so. Isn't that just awesome? Oh, I love this. Okay, so to finish off my card, what I'm going to do is adhere this to a half sheet of crumb cake. I'm trying to remember where I saw this. I think it's actually one of my downline. We had at our downline, our team meeting in June, we had a bunch of people make displays. And if I'm not mistaken, this is from the very talented Janet Rose, who's on my team. And she makes amazing cards. And I think this was one of hers. I need to double check that. But I saw this card and I took a picture of it and I couldn't find the picture. So I hope this is how I remembered it. I think it is, because I really liked it when I saw it. So she makes such awesome cards. And if this isn't you, Janet, I apologize. I gotta find that picture though. So much has happened since that June meeting. Oh my goodness. I feel like the whole world has changed since then. All right, now I'm just gonna fray the ends of this like so. And then I'll adhere this to my card. I probably would have scooched that down just a little bit, but it really doesn't matter that much. It will look fabulous regardless. And then I just kept it simple on a crumb cake card base. If you wanted to add layers of cardstock to this, you really could, but I really wanted the focus to be that beautiful, beautiful circle. And I just think this looks awesome. So hope you guys like this one too.